All right, thanks for coming back to the King Ugly Crew. Tonight we are going to do the King Ugly Crew Gambler 500 part 1.5. Basically, Barry can't be on here tonight.
Hold on, is that like Lion King 1.5?
Sure.
Yeah, because you got the kids that literally just, Timon and Pumbaa that run the show.
Right. I mean, Barry can't be on here tonight, but we still want to do the Gambler, and the kids were already on, so we're going to let them tell their version of what happened with the Gambler. And Griff, do you have anything you want to start off with, or should we just start off with the oldest, Keilani, and let her do a little bit of the talking?
I think start off with Keilani and let her rip.
Wait, I have a question. Are we starting the trip up first, or when we already are at?
However you want to start.
Yep, but probably from leaving. From the whole we waited for Zzyzx at the school, and then he got on the bus, and then somebody had to find him, all that stuff.
I missed all of that.
Yep.
Oh, so our reasons for making Baron and Case play good music?
All that type of stuff, yep.
Quote.
But Keilani, you're first. Start it off, and
you
then...
guys hate me.
If you guys have anything to add in...
I don't even remember all
Aurora,
of it. Most of it turned into a blur. I was really tired that day.
Oh, come on. What'd you come over and do before we left?
We cleaned the car the day before. Tesla and I found a lot of weird stuff in the Mercedes.
All right, what'd you find?
A contacts case that was in there for 7 years.
We're pretty sure it was either, I think we said cases or series, but I'm not positive on
Definitely series.
Sari wears contacts?
Yeah, and that was her car, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
but
back
Mom drove it. Mom drove it after Sari did.
There was also a dead scrunchie in there. It was kind of funny.
What do you mean a dead scrunchie?
The rubber band in it had died to the point that it had shriveled up, and if you pulled apart the scrunchie, the rubber band just literally broke.
Oh,
it
the
was
elastic
hilarious.
was breaking. It had baked to death.
It broke. It shattered.
So why did you guys have to clean a Mercedes?
It hadn't been driven in, you said, since
I'm pretty
about
sure
9 years.
Tesla says about
Case
9
said they had
years.
to, or Baron.
I think is what it was. It
was
hadn't
the
been
deal.
driven for a long time, so it was messy.
Right, but why did you have to clean it, not just me and Barry?
It was our end of the bargain. You guys made fixed the car, and we cleaned it. So then it was we all did something.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
There was
I
also
trying to
debate.
get that out. She just kept talking.
Well, there was also debate as to who got to sit on what side of the car, too.
And Keilani chose poorly.
Yes, she did.
Not really. I just got used to my window.
Oh, yeah. So...
Okay, so Zzyzx or Aurora, did you guys do anything in the PT?
I did something to it, not necessarily in it, though.
What did you do to it?
Well, I helped with the, I can't think of what it's called, the skid plate, there we go, when we worked on that, and, oh, sorry, I forgot I had to hold it. I kept talking, and, yeah, I hate having to hold it.
Real quick, Tesla's phone died, just so you know.
Oh, that's lovely.
Tell her to plug it in.
Okay, I'm
the
back.
skid plate, I helped work on it, and yeah, can't really think of anything else right now. But how about you, Aurora? Go ahead.
The silence is deafening.
Rora, come on!
Oh, I wasn't sure if my thing just stopped working or something, but I helped put together some part of the front of the car or something. I don't know. I got to take apart the thing, the fan or whatever. That was my favorite part.
She helped put the radiator in it and pull it out and put it in. I had a bad radiator, and so we had to do that. Aurora had to take it apart, kind of put it back together as much as she could.
All right, so, because she stayed home on Friday, right?
No, she went to school.
No, I came home right after lunch.
Oh,
She
right.
came early.
Okay, so, Tesla, Keilani, Zzyzx, what happened when I came to pick you guys up?
Okay, so Dad picked us up from the school, me and Keilani, and we're at the high school. Zzyzx is at the middle school with Aurora. And he came, across the street from the middle school is the high school. So he picked us up from the high school, and we went over to the middle school. We were all texting him, being like, hey, come out. We're picking you up to go to the Gambler. Well, more like get ready for the Gambler, but still. And so he doesn't respond or anything. I jump out of the truck and go looking for him. I get on the bus, our bus, and ask one of my friend's brothers if he's seen him. He says no, and so I get off and look elsewhere, going to the office to ask if they can make an announcement to get him to go to the car. And apparently right after, not like right after, but basically right after, I had gotten off the bus, he had gotten back on. Well, not back on. He had gotten on. But I had went to the office to make an announcement for him that his ride was there or whatever. I don't remember exactly. But yeah.
All right. So from there we left. You guys just need to kind of go on the narrative.
Please don't make me be the only one talking. Zzyzx, Keilani, Aurora, help.
Okay, so from there, I'm gonna guess you guys went to your house. I don't know what happened. You should tell this part.
We literally were pretty much just packing up the last little bit of our stuff, trying to get everything together. Then we got everything together in the truck, and then we had to figure out if we were going to Griff's house or to Baron's house as to drop off me and Tesla, or if we were all meeting at Griff's.
That was kind of confusing, honestly. I don't even remember, but we ended up, I think they came down and we packed up our stuff into the Mercedes. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, we went to Baron's.
And then...
Right, I remember now.
And then I went to leave and then saw Griffith pass me, so I followed him to my house. Or did I follow him? No, I took my truck to his house, so he came, turned around, and we took my truck to his house.
When we got left, they were cleaning out their truck because they were taking down a truck to like drive the Mercedes there on the trailer. The funniest part was they were vacuuming the car, and Case sucked up the keys. He didn't notice. I thought he knew. And so we were about to leave, and he's like, where are the keys? And I was like, I thought you knew. You sucked them up. Literally pulled them out of the ignition.
It was hilarious.
Like, I had no idea. And I just all of a sudden, I'm like, well, seriously, that's what we said. I'm like, where are the keys? And she's like, I thought you noticed it. You literally sucked them up in the vacuum.
I was like, hear about that.
Are you freaking kidding me? So yeah, literally, we had to go empty out his shop back and go get the keys pulled out of him. So yeah, that was exciting.
No, it was funny, not exciting.
All right. Aurora, Zzyzx, anything when we got to Griff's house, unloaded the truck, put everything in there that we could fit, and shoot,
I remember my dad got like 12 water bottles all in one handful and put them all in the car. I think I had like one.
He knows how to be efficient.
He's a woman without kids.
It's literally just like learning how to carry 4 children without dropping any of them. It's easy.
All right. So what happened then?
On the road again.
We left for Maverick so that all of us could get gas in the cars.
I guess we did, didn't we? Did we get anything from Maverick? We filled up with gas.
And then?
We drove. I don't
hit the road.
Remember what direction.
And then we drove in the one way to the one place, and then when we stopped at
Costa Vida!
Yeah, Costa Vida. I switched cars. I switched into the truck.
Wasn't that in Fillmore?
That was in Fillmore.
I was going to say
job,
Beaver.
Keilani. I heart Beaver.
No, so we got Costa Vida, and like we're figuring out what we want to eat, and we're full on like talking to her, being like, no, she was telling us Zzyzx keeps teasing me. He won't leave me alone. It was something like that. I don't really remember.
It didn't take convincing her to get her in our car.
I didn't experience that, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys were at a separate table.
No.
We were at the kids' table.
We were in the car. I don't remember him picking on her.
She said she had it with him enough
already
that day.
I had to start the days with him. I didn't have to end it that day. It's because you're adults. You didn't notice. You were too focused on whatever conversation you were having about stuff that was boring.
The mothers realize it because they live in the internet with all of us children, whereas you men decide that you're in a box. You have to take down that box and you have to talk about that box. Whereas us, we can talk about a million different topics.
So could we?
I'm just gonna go with
Okay, so what happened in Fillmore?
I switched into the truck with Lonnie and Tesla, and then they were telling me about how terrible the music was.
I took that out of the paper, and we started writing down all of the music that we wanted them to play.
Kate, they were playing all instrumental music, so Tesla and I were like falling asleep, which we usually do in the car, but we weren't in the mood to fall asleep that day.
I thought Aurora would be used to it because we play that every day at the end of school. So I mean,
You have orchestra, dude.
We have orchestra, but I get to play music part of it. So great.
She gets to be a part of it. That's what she was saying.
You gotta
We
push
have
the talk
silent
button.
You're blanking.
Just because I think she's not pushing and holding the push to talk button.
My internet's in and out too.
Could be, but yours sound great, Griff. All right, so Fillmore, they get in the car, they get them all, and then you guys were quiet the whole way there, right?
No.
so
Oh,
very
no.
quiet.
So
Absolutely
how long of a
not.
drive was it? How long of a drive was it?
Our car was very quiet. I don't know what you're talking about,
It
Lonnon.
was very quiet.
That's because you guys are
brain.
brain. We had the fun people in our car.
You also
How
didn't have
long
3
of a
teenage girls
drive?
singing along to all the different songs that we liked, and we were screaming. We were screaming out these songs. It was great.
Okay, so where did we go after that?
On the
I
road
shouldn't
to
have to ask
Becky's
you
again.
this question. You guys
again.
know
Winco!
No,
You're
We
right.
went to Winco!
It was.
Aurora
We went to
got-
Winco.
No, we
then
went to Culver's and then
I forgot about
Winco.
Winco. That was fun. Zzyzx kept trying to hit us with carts.
It was very fun.
I was in the cart.
We got
It was not
sandwiches.
fun. I had to run away from a cart.
We got muffins and candy and candy and candy and
I got
muffins.
absolutely nothing. So,
I'm pretty
There
sure
was
we got
sandwiches.
more
Don't
than
forget
candy.
the sandwiches too.
oh yeah, I got.
Food. We got food.
And
And
then
then used a lot of it.
Oh, but me,
I
Slim,
forgot.
Kate,
Aurora got fruit
Bonnie,
snacks.
Baron, and Case.
None of us were allowed to touch them, but she got fruit snacks.
Yes.
Fruit snacks.
Yes. Before we went to Winco, me, Keilani, Tesla, Case, and Griffith, and not Griffith, Baron, went to Culver's, and then we walked to Winco. But we got ice cream first.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they love us. They got us ice cream. It was amazing.
There was a football game. It was so funny. It was so many people cheering. It was so funny.
Also, there was because the football game was going on, it's the same mascot that we had, and so we were just like, woo, go us, even though it's not us.
They were
okay,
probably
and
better,
then
though.
after we got all of our food and we were, what did we do?
We went to Becky's.
Drove.
We went to the lovely Aunt Becky's who made us food.
And before we went there, we
Waffles.
decided we were not gonna have we were not gonna have breakfast at Aunt Becky's, right?
Yeah.
that didn't happen. We definitely had breakfast.
Does anybody remember why that changed?
No.
I don't think
I
you
was
were
going
up
to say
there.
that because we woke up earlier.
No, it's because Aunt Becky was like, "Oh, I already had my sourdough starch for sourdough waffles," and Baron goes, oh, "Okay, we're staying."
Pretty much.
That makes more sense.
Well, thank you, Uncle Baron, then, because those waffles were absolutely delicious.
But Case helped make them.
And how many waffles
did.
did Case eat?
1.5. He's a
1.5
waffler.
He's a
We-
1.5 waffler now.
I
That's
think I
all
might
right.
have eaten two.
I'll own it.
The older he gets, your body is more efficient at getting the same nutrients out of less food.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's the only thing that your body gets better at the older you get.
Is what?
That's why you become less
Being
hungry.
more
at-
efficient.
like
at getting
greater
food?
times. Like you are less hungry at more points during the day. So you eat breakfast and you're not necessarily hungry at lunch, but you know you need to eat.
It's just your body's more efficient at pulling nutrients out of food. That's why.
So is that why I'm not very hungry anymore?
Well, it's also why people pack on the food, or they pack on 1 or 2 pounds a year constantly, is because they eat the same, but their body's more efficient at getting the same. So, anyway, let's go back to the topic. But yes, that's why.
Good to know.
Lana was just indirectly calling you old.
That's fine.
Dark.
I turned
Oh,
30
dark.
in just a few days. I
Whoa.
know.
Old fart.
Old.
Okay,
I am
so
We can definitely make
get
you
up the
feel
next
older.
morning. I'm the last one up because I hate getting up early. And we have our waffles and bacon and ham, and there was something else, wasn't there? Eggs.
Raspberries.
Eggs.
Raspberries!
Raspberries.
Raspberries!
Okay.
Do you guys remember
Okay.
there was
And watermelon.
All right, you guys. My kid's internet shuts off in a half an hour, so we gotta hurry.
Man, you suck.
So what happened from there? Does anybody remember where we went?
We went to the next place.
Which was?
We went to, me and Tesla and Case and Aaron went to Lowe's to drop off the trailer, but then we found out that it was the wrong place and we had to go to a different place to drop off the trailer and truck.
It was sketchy.
It was
Yeah,
sketchy.
it was
really was.
sketchy. And when you went back, they broke the fence.
They didn't break it. They cut off the thing, and we were saying that they were criminals.
Whoa.
Well, they just
Whoa,
rolled
whoa,
it.
whoa.
They broke
You're
in.
getting way ahead of yourself.
Way
Let's
ahead.
talk
Yeah,
about
we
the
are.
gambler first. And
Okay,
then breaking in.
So when we got to the next place, we
Which was O'Reilly's.
There was I don't know where it was, but the next place had all of the cool and weird cars, like the one that was cut in half. That was probably my favorite, or the Dolphin RV.
What are you talking about? The limos were the best.
I see the dolphin one.
Aurora.
There was
Aurora,
one
you
with
have
the
headphones
button,
on?
and when you pressed it hopped. Oof.
Yeah, Aurora keeps echoing everybody. Hello.
Goodbye.
All right, and that's that.
It's a very short one
Okay.
today, so that's great.
Oh, did we actually finish? Okay.
No, you
It
guys
was a
just
joke.
sat there for like 5 minutes without saying anything.
It was not
2
5 minutes. It
seconds.
was more like 45 seconds to a minute.
It's 5 minutes when you're listening to it on a podcast.
True.
All right, so you guys, which one was your guys' favorite car? The one that was cut in half?
Or the
Probably-
Dolphin one.
Dolphin one was funny.
I like
was
both
the
of them.
one-
Actually, was there 3?
What was the one that actually literally didn't look like it belonged at a gambler and it was blue?
Rally Fighter.
Probably. That one was just pretty.
Yes, it was.
Purdy.
All right,
There were a lot of cool cars.
so does anyone remember what happened after that?
We shaved
so-
the thingy.
We cut the bumper so that we could actually fit in the back without the tires riding.
I didn't think it was the bumper that they cut.
It
Here,
wasn't.
it wasn't the bumper. It was the inner wall of the tire thingy.
Case
Fender
opener.
well. It was the fender. So we had to cut the fenders out because you guys were just too big, both of you. I mean, max, what do you guys weigh? 100 pounds each, if that. So it was obviously all the
Yes.
extra stuff. We brought a lot.
We are
Tense
almost 300.
and-
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Ha.
No freaking
I don't
way.
think you're that much. No way. You guys are not that heavy.
I'm literally only 117 pounds, and that's my height.
So if Lanny weighs 180, which I doubt she does,
I weigh 150.
told you.
No way. Do you really?
Seriously.
She's
You
only
don't look
25
it.
pounds more than me.
So yeah, we had to trim up the stuff because we were way overweighted, obviously, and so it took some massaging. And the kids did what? What'd you guys do? Well, me and Baron and Griffith and Lonnon were doing that. You guys were just
I
shaking
sat and
cars.
held the
Cars.
bigs even though I kind of failed at
We
that
jammed
at one
out to
point or
Back
another.
Black by
Oh yeah,
8.
Keilani, what'd you do?
Oh,
See?
yes, we did. I am Iron Man, Iron Man.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, no, we just jammed out to a bunch of weird songs, and then we rolled down the windows and
I
blasted
didn't do
them.
anything to help. So,
Neither did I.
Yeah, I just gotta sit in the driver's seat, put both of my feet on the brake, and push it down on it as hard as possible, even though that thing did not like me.
Yeah, you let go a few times, but hey, we're okay. We made it out alive.
and then we sorted into teams or whatever, and Lonnon was mapping the stuff out and talking to our other car people teams.
Yes.
Is that a technical term? Car people thingies?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah, our people team thingies, yeah.
Cool. I
Technical
like it.
term,
I like it.
scientific.
The teens in the back to the future car peoples.
Yes.
All right, so we hit the road. Finally. What are you guys thinking?
We went up, we went down, we stopped marathon people.
Cool.
Okay, that's
Short.
very
Wow.
that's a very
Wow.
short way. I was bored at first because it was just a road, but then
You
we
forgot the
got we
cul-de-sac part.
just a road. It's just
Okay,
a road.
okay. So this entire time I was feeling super, super anxious because I was either scared we were gonna break down or because the tires had been rubbing on the fenders and it was making me super anxious. So the entire time I was stress eating. Thank you, Doritos.
You're both really weird.
Really, I hadn't noticed.
Okay, and then what we do once we
then-
got... And then? What happened?
Okay,
What?
so we had to stop
Rich
at the
people.
marathon runners. Oh yeah, we went into the one rich people place, and people looked at
The
us
car
funny.
broke down.
It was a neighborhood.
Cul-de-sac.
They were all
Rich people
terrible.
place.
Terrible.
Rich people. Straight up.
Oh yeah, because I forgot we were gonna go and we were talking about randomly knocking on someone's door. Can we still spring from your trampoline?
Oh,
But why was that?
Something wasn't working. I don't remember what it was. All I know is that I was eating my watermelon
So
Sour
there
Patch
was a
Kids.
spring that ended up getting stuck in the hood of the Mercedes.
Zzyzx
We were
did
lucky
pay
enough it was
attention.
there. I was gonna say that and he said it before me.
Oh, okay.
So it was just hilarious that, well,
I
that happened.
wouldn't know. I was reading.
Fair enough.
I just remember the trampoline spring.
After that, we went back down. I think it was like a dirt road or something. I don't know. But like we got held up in this really long line. And so did everyone in the Gambler. And we couldn't turn off the Mercedes because we were afraid it wouldn't like turn back on. And so like a policeman like walked up and like said
he didn't walk. He rode up on his motorcycle.
Out. But like he came up kind of a thing and then was like, yeah, no. There was like a car crash down there.
But it was just a marathon.
Marathon runners.
There was quite a few slow ones.
We cheered them on, like marathon runners. And no.
But me, Zzyzx, and I don't know, all four of us might have gone, but we like ran down to see what it was. And then people started moving.
And then we ran back.
Yeah.
I think
the person. Yeah, so it was me, Keilani, and Zzyzx.
And then we started pulling forward, and so then they started running.
Well, it's because me and Aurora, we knew our fathers would leave us, so.
Accurate.
I just didn't want to be left behind by them.
Wait, why would we leave you behind?
Because you're you.
As a joke.
That too.
No, where? I guess as I'm getting
like
remember
in the
where,
line.
Like the marathon running thing.
Oh, while we were
started
waiting.
moving forward, yeah.
And then they started running towards us because they thought you were gonna leave them or something, and then they were panting.
Okay, that was funny.
See.
Yes, it was very.
All right, and then.
Then we finally got up to the mountain so that we could do our service project.
And it was fun. Well, the service project was fun. Me and Tesla picked up trash. There was a bunch of like foam stuff, and I found a camp chair bag.
She was very happy about it. She was happy about the camp chair bag. It was funny.
Oh,
there was a bunch of blue foam.
I got this beautiful makeover. I had a trash bag skirt that had trash in it, and
oh yeah, I remember that.
I had grease on my face. I think it was still on my face for like a week after.
It was on your face the rest of the day.
It was great.
It was funny.
It was amazing. It was awesome. I loved it.
And then
we got into the mountains and we started having fun.
You guys didn't go fast or drift around any corners.
We started having fun. Like we would go fast. We hit bumps, and then Dad stopped hitting bumps, and it was very boring. But when we were hitting bumps, it was fun.
I just remember being very, very anxious. So
we stopped a couple of times just to make sure that everybody in our group was fine, because everybody was following all of us. So that was fun. But it was the foresty section next to that giant pit when we died.
Yeah. It was what did we call it? It was like the sacrificial hole.
Sinkhole. Yes,
It was the sacrificial hole of doom.
It was really pretty where we were, though.
It was very gorgeous, but yes, we walked around a hole millions of times.
And what happened there? Do you guys know why we stopped there?
The transmission, but the PT stopped because it was smoking.
No, we stopped there because one of the people on our team got a flat tire.
Well, one of the people in our got a flat tire, but the PT was in the lead, and we stopped because there were like no one behind us. And when we stopped, we realized that one of the wires was like connecting to something wrong or whatever. All I remember is the hood was smoking.
The what was smoking?
Hood.
The hood was smoking.
Oh, yeah, we had hood, yes. So one of the wires, Griff pinched, or you routed one of the wires wrong for the fans, shorted them out, and the fans weren't working.
Yep.
And actually let Aurora go, because it's the end then is a little bit longer. Or
and then so like the one group of teenage boys pulled up and said that the Mercedes stopped to I don't know, help out the one car that got a flat tire, and that the flat tired car was just gonna head back and wasn't gonna come with us the rest of the time.
Correct. And then what did we do? So like we got the PT Bruiser fixed, and what happened?
We all died.
Them up and stopped, and we're playing around with everything. Went to the bathroom, and then the Mercedes died.
Well, no, it just died. by right away because after the PT was fixed and everything, we started to continue down the road. But like after we got past all of these like lumberjacks, the car that was behind us said that the Mercedes wasn't starting or whatever. I can't remember. So we turned back, and that's when we found out that the transmission blew.
We actually sent like 2 different sets of gamblers that passed us up to you guys as well.
Yeah, we saw them on the way to you.
Really? Yeah, the one of them told us that there was a car with a flat tire, which wasn't you guys. Maybe it was because you were up on the jack. And then another one was like, yeah, the Mercedes, it's back there somewhere. So yeah, we didn't know anything
well, the
that happened
tranny
until we got
randomly
back.
stopped. Still don't know the reason. They just were like, the one thing we didn't think to check, blew.
All right, so what happened after that?
We started pulling the Mercedes in the PT.
With a very tiny,
a tiny strap broke like every time. We tied it so many times.
It only broke twice, thank you very much, and Case's knots held very well.
And then it broke right next to the knot, so.
Okay. So how far did we go pulling?
Pretty far, actually.
Yeah.
We also pushed.
Yeah.
But to me, that was actually the funnest time.
Pulling I don't think we did it that long. I think we got to where, like, a place where it went downhill enough that we could just, like, let them go and then we could, I don't know, do whatever we did. Yeah, dude, like
we literally
soapbox
it was to get us up the hill that was right there. I stopped pushing the button. But it was to get us up the hills, and then when it was downhill, we literally just coasted down, kept our momentum, and if we did going up a hill and we didn't quite make it, we would start rocking, and then there was a couple times when Baron and Case got out and were opening the doors and pushing us up, and then they would jump back in as soon as we were going back downhill.
It was really fun. I think that was one of the more fun parts of the Gambler.
It definitely was. It was a lot more fun than everything else. But, like, it was because, like, we actually... I was anxious about it breaking down because it already broke down and nothing else could happen.
So didn't we
also wind up losing, like, power steering and the power brakes and everything like that, too?
Only when we shut off the Mercedes.
Okay, that makes sense. That didn't happen until we were on the road, though, like the road.
So did we follow the path that we were supposed to, or did we go a different way?
We went a different way.
Why?
To get to the main road quicker.
It was shorter.
Because
the PT Cruiser was doing what? What was the issue?
Overheating.
Bad radiator cap.
Very nice.
Yep, it was a bad radiator cap.
Well, that was kind of it. It was. We had air in the system too. Put almost a gallon.
It stole our water.
It was having problems.
Some.
It was just a little bit dehydrated.
That's a good one.
All right, so we get onto the main road, and then what happens?
We start playing bumper cars.
Layman's terms, yes.
Well, how would you put it? We started bumping into it very gently so that it would go.
I didn't bump into it, but yes, I absolutely came in and I would give it a slight love tap.
It was rubbing. He was rubbing it.
It's racing.
Bumper cars. It was
racing.
It was truly bumper cars, but it was just to get us up and over hills. And occasionally, when honestly, we felt like we were fine, and the Griff would randomly just, come up, and we would see him, and we were like, "Oh, okay, we're being pushed again." Thought we were fine.
It was fun.
Oh, so very fun.
Okay, so what happened after we got back into a town?
McDonald's.
We went to the lot that was across from McDonald's that was behind a bank.
And then...
I don't know. I fell asleep, but I woke up at McDonald's.
Ice cream.
I was so tired.
Yeah, ice cream, but
yes,
also
the ice cream machine was working.
Case, Tesla and Aurora went to one of Baron's relatives after Baron had called around to see if he could borrow a truck because they had lived up there in Logan where we were.
And there was a British car. There was a British bus. There was a double-decker bus.
Also, we sung Disney princess music on the
That
way
was probably
there.
the best part of the Gambler was the British bus.
Us singing. Oh no, the London bus was the best part. Yeah, probably. But no, we were singing Disney songs all the way up there. Disney princess.
Yeah,
songs.
we were pretty obnoxious. I feel bad for Case and Baron. Not that bad though.
We went from like Snow White all the way to like Moana. Like just went through.
Yeah,
all of them,
we sung
including
everything we could
All
remember.
Hail the Princess of Aurora.
Okay, and then what happened?
We drove the thingy back.
And then?
The car.
No, we picked up the ugly car that we have out front now before we went back to Becky's.
Hey, you're forgetting about food. Before we did that,
The
we got
ugly
food.
car?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
I think.
I know the name of the car, I just don't want to say it. I don't like it.
You're terrible.
Studebaker.
I think it's the Studebaker.
Okay, but we went and got food. Where do we get food?
Somewhere in Aurora.
Hey,
It was
with us
a-
when we got it.
So I don't remember what it was. All I know is that it was a Guy Fieri recommended place.
It was El Salvadorian, yeah.
You
want
got
the
some
whole
weird
thing on it?
flatbread
Is it-
thing.
What we ate?
Yeah.
They were pupusas.
Papusa.
They were really good.
Delicious.
Yeah, they were fantastic. They were very
They were cold.
They were very what's the word I'm looking for? Like you thought you could eat a lot more than you could. Right?
They were very fulfilling.
Yeah.
Misleading. They were
Very
misleading.
Yes, misleading.
Yeah, because like you totally would think you could eat like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
No,
you
they're
finished 2.
like they look so small.
I would have been able to finish my burrito had I not taken a bite or 2 of yours, Dad.
And then Tesla didn't like it because it had slaw.
Which is
So
delicious.
The slaw was like
good.
it was good. It was so good.
It wasn't regular slaw. That's what made those pupusas.
Yeah. They showed.
Yeah,
They walked
it
over to us
was-
after we
it
were done
was
eating,
good.
and they're like, "You ate all of that slaw on those? Yeah, we need more."
Yeah. So I was like, I need 6 to go, and I need a jar at least that big.
Yep.
And she looks at me like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm serious."
Oh yeah.
Oh
So,
my
that was
gosh,
a
you
good
forgot
choice.
about their
Look
cake.
at
Their
my-
cake was
it was
freaking
delicious.
delicious.
So
And
anyways-
then after that, we
And then what, guys? What we did?
went to
Went
pick up
what?
the car.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Car. We didn't.
No, we had to load the Mercedes
Oh,
first.
So that's
right.
when they broke into the one area and got the Mercedes. Yeah, because after we picked up the car, we had to figure out how to get it on. We like drove out of the little like Maverick parking lot thing, and like 5 seconds into it, the Mercedes fell off.
It was
Literally
kind of
fell
funny.
off the trailer.
Okay, but what about loading the Mercedes onto the trailer in the first place?
I don't remember.
Oh, Baron just instilled the help of a random person.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right, so yeah, then we went and picked up this stupid car, according to Aurora, ugly car.
Ugly.
Ugly. It's very ugly.
Which I am very.
Which is
offended
odd.
about.
Wow.
I would totally drive it, Aurora.
Yeah, in this sketchy neighborhood, they tried to get me. Keilani,
Sketchy.
Zzyzx, and Tesla made me get out of the car in the sketchy neighborhood. I was afraid that I was gonna get kidnapped and raped.
Bro,
Great.
me too.
Oh god.
We had code
think we
words
all
the
were.
entire time.
Sketchy in Logan. Mm-hmm.
Not
Never
the
heard
words
of
I
that
would
Well,
Wow.
it was
know.
dark outside. It was sketch. It was so sketch.
It was like 2 blocks from the temple, Aurora.
Exactly.
It was
sketchy.
dark
Yeah.
outside. It was sketch.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so then what happened?
So then
bought the
we had
car.
Pretty
to.
quick because you guys
yeah,
got
we-
6 minutes.
We bought the
No,
car, and
I
then we
bumped
had to
it
go
at
to the
10:30.
Maverick. So we bought the car. We got it for what, like 200 less or whatever than we were thinking. And after
No,
that,
your dad magically talked the guy down to 200 less than what it was.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
totally.
what
There's
I was
so many,
saying.
disputes I can't think of right now.
So they took it. We took the car, and I think the PT pulled it up until we got to the Maverick parking lot or whatever. And we were gonna try and load it onto the trailer with the Mercedes, but turns out that a Studebaker and a Mercedes can't fit on the same trailer.
And actually, it was exactly opposite. We towed the Mercedes to the lot. The Studebaker was on the trailer the whole time.
That's what I was going to say, because the
I was close
Studebaker we
enough,
couldn't
close
drive,
enough.
it didn't have brakes.
Baker.
Yeah, what's with the Studebaker? It's like you're throwing up at the same time.
She's a little bitter.
Yeah, because I am.
We went to go take it to church, and it ran out of gas all the way to church.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they made me late.
Oh.
To what?
2 minutes
To
late.
church! We were late. That's not why I'm bitter. It's because I got out of the car and it looked like I had just friggin' made out with the Cookie Monster when we were giving it a test drive at Becky's house.
I thought you said that it was like
That
a
was
Cookie Monster
terrible.
and a Brownie Monster had a baby, and they threw up on you.
Yes, I had rust in my ears and in my bra and up my sleeves and everywhere.
You definitely took a shower, though.
Wait, was this before? Like, was this at Becky's house,
before,
or was this
like at Becky's house?
At Becky's
Okay.
house.
Yeah, it was.
I thought she was talking
I
about this was on the way
remember-
to
I remember
church.
like pulling rust out of her ear. It was kind of funny.
Okay, so we're back there. You've got a ride in the Studebaker. Oh well, we tried loading both of the cars onto the trailer, right? And did it work?
Yep.
Did it work?
We turned out of the Maverick parking lot, and it fell off as we were turning out of the Maverick parking lot. We pulled over onto the side of the road and pretty much just dumped the Mercedes.
Yep. So we left the Mercedes. We left the Mercedes there, and then we went
On
to.
the side of the road?
No.
Not on the side of the road. We
I
took
don't
it
remember,
to
I
a
fell asleep.
Walmart. We took it to a Walmart parking lot. And after that, we went on a drive. We went back to Chris and Becky's, and
Wait. Didn't we pull it on the trailer with the truck, and then Case was driving it? Wasn't that what happened?
I can't
Driving what?
remember. The Mercedes, because it fell off.
I think they have a very vivid imagination.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
I was.
I thought that
We
old
were all
people
sleep
had
deprived.
bad
Give us a
memories.
break.
Yeah, I thought it was the old people.
What?
Nothing. Okay, so we went back to Chris and Becky's. Then what happened?
And then, oh no, but on the way there, me, Keilani, and Tesla fell asleep in the truck, and that's when Case and Baron
good music.
played good music. I woke up to Baron singing this really high part in a song. It was great.
Okay, they
What
can't
song was he
go and
singing?
expect us not to wake up to them playing Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne and us
Yeah.
not singing along.
They were playing the good music while we were asleep, like October and stuff. It was unfair.
Yeah, it was. It was so aggravating.
Wow.
Well, what
Screw
song
you.
was he
Nice.
singing the high part in?
What?
No,
I
I was
don't
asleep.
know. I
I don't know
remember
what he was singing. I remember it was a female singing, but like it was a high part, and Baron was singing it, and it's how I woke up.
He was singing Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne.
I think I remember that, and I was asleep. That explains so many dreams.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. So
But
we drive back. We obviously eat. No, sorry. We go back to Chris and Becky's, and it's like what time?
like 1.
2.
No.
I feel like it was 2.
It was. I don't remember what time it was.
I
All
feel like it
remember
was
is that
like
I really needed to go to the
midnight.
bathroom because of how much food and water I had drank that day.
It was 1:15, and we were about 30 minutes behind that Becky and Uncle Chris. Like they got there about
Yeah,
30 minutes before. Like,
because she just gotten back from picking up Grandpa Kusei and Chris from the veterans thing for Utah.
And because they had just gotten home from Washington, D.C.
okay, what happened the next day?
Airport. Pancakes, I think.
So then we went to sleep and we went home the next day.
Bacon. Very, very crispy bacon. Yummy, yummy, crispy bacon. Slept most of the day. Got taught a lesson by Aunt Becky. Quite literally. It was a
What?
church lesson. It was really
Yeah,
weird.
we got
I
a church
think
lesson.
It was weird. I think
About
Chris
what?
either sat on Keilani. I don't remember.
When
I
was
He
think
sat on
either
me,
Chris sat on
but-
Keilani. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So you missed the fact that when they came down to wake us up, I growled that Baron literally because I did not want to get out of bed.
I got out of the couch perfectly fine.
I did.
I was not.
All right. So does anybody remember what happened on the way home?
No.
I slept.
Yes. I don't know.
I
Singing.
remember nothing. I
Well,
slept. I just remember sleeping.
We played more music, and then I don't know.
More music. I don't know. I honestly don't.
Yeah, we were even more obnoxious.
We left the Mercedes at Uncle Chris and Aunt Becky's.
Not the Mercedes. Wait,
Oh,
was it
the
the
other
Mercedes?
one.
I thought we left the Studebaker.
We left the Studebaker.
Studebaker.
Aurora, I just keep laughing every single time you say Studebaker, and it's hilarious.
Say Studebaker one more time.
Studebaker.
You sound like one of the jock guys from a movie.
Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro.
Okay.
That's
Does anybody remember us
Napoleon
overheating
Dynamite, children.
in Fillmore?
Nope.
Okay. Well, so is that the end? Is that like we got home and good to go?
They kicked me out,
Sure.
basically.
Yes.
Oh,
Totally. You left your chairs with us.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Barrett-
I don't know.
I got to ride to Baron's house with him, and we had a conversation about how we would like to die, and he reminded me of how much of an evil person I am.
That's lovely.
All right. And on that note, plug us, Case.
Guys, if you loved this episode as much as we did, please.
Wow,
Guys, you can
that's
find us
bash.
on our Instagram and Facebook page at King Ugly Crew. We are the King Ugly Crew and children tonight. It has been quite fun getting to know nieces and nephews on this trip. But you can definitely see us on Facebook and Instagram at King Ugly Crew, or reach out to us via our email at kinguglycrew@gmail.com. Or if you want to see the original, the OG King Ugly Crew's faces, you can go check us out over at kinguglycrew.wordpress.com.
All right. And on that note, stay ugly.
Ugly.
Okay,
Ugly
let's try that again.
Stay ugly.
On three.
Uglier
1,
people.
2, 3.
Stay ugly.
I'm really after this ugly thing.
Ugly.
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 Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Good night. Good
Good
night. I
night.
love you.
Bye. Bye.